Indeed. Now, Real Madrid forward Rodrygo has been linked with a move away from the Bernabeu. South America
Ambitions for this summer's transfer window, with Mikel Arteta targeting the Real Madrid winger Rodrygo. Mark McAdam is with us to discuss that a little bit. They saw him off in the Champions League, and it turns out Mikel Arteta had a close eye on one of those Real Madrid players.
Yeah, Rodrygo, obviously former Santos man who joined Real Madrid in 2019. He scored 32 goals in 172 La Liga appearances. He's won 3 La Liga titles. He's won 2 Champions Leagues. He's been at the heart of Real Madrid for the last 6 years since he made his debut in 2019. So he is exactly the type of player that Arsenal fans would say, yes, big box ticked. He's what we want. We want players of that kind of calibre. A Brazil international as well. We reported on the transfer show that he was a player of interest with regards to Mikel Arteta's rebuild over this summer. They're looking for players that can play down that left-hand side, which Rodrygo can. This morning we've had a little bit more detail to say that he's actually not just a player of interest, but one of Arsenal's top targets for that left side. Is very much just still interest at this stage. What Andrea Berta has been doing over the course of the last few weeks and months is just speaking to all of the relevant representatives for those players that they've targeted. So if they're on the Arsenal list, normally what would happen, the Sporting...
Arsenal's late move for world-class forward Rodrygo. Arsenal is reportedly eyeing Real Madrid's Rodrygo in a shock late transfer twist. With the Brazilian forward's recent struggles for playing time leading to his omission from the national squad, he may be eager to secure a move to the Gunners before the window closes. Arsenal could be set to make a surprising late push for Real Madrid star Rodrygo, as reports indicate that the Brazilian forward is ready to seek new opportunities after a frustrating period in Spain. Recently dropped from the Brazil national team due to limited first-team action at the Santiago Bernabeu, Rodrygo is facing a crucial juncture in his career. With the summer transfer window dwindling, the Gunners are keen on a loan deal for the world-class player, despite having recently signed Ibaraki from Crystal Palace. Rodrygo's recent exclusion from former coach Carlo Ancelotti's squad, highlighted by his absence in the La Liga opener against Osasuna, has raised questions about his future at Madrid. Having started against Real Oviedo but being substituted shortly after the hour mark, Rodrygo's dissatisfaction is palpable. His lack of game time has not only impacted his club standing but has also seen him dropped from the Selecao, potentially jeopardizing his chances for the upcoming World Cup in the USA, Canada, and Mexico. Journalist Graham Bailey has noted that Rodrygo is prepared to join Mikel Arteta's squad, where he could compete with Gabriel Martinelli for minutes on the left and serve as an invaluable backup for Bukayo Saka, who has faced injury issues early this season. As the clock ticks down, Arsenal's pursuit of Rodrygo could reshape their attacking options, making this a transfer saga to watch closely. Arsenal's late bid for Rodrygo, a new chapter in transfer drama. In the ever-evolving landscape of football transfers, few stories capture the imagination quite like that of a talented player on the verge of a big move. Recent reports from Sky Sports Studios have ignited speculation surrounding Arsenal's potential late bid for Real Madrid's rising star, Rodrygo. As the summer transfer window draws to a close, the omission of Rodrygo from the Madrid squad has opened the door for Arsenal to make their move. This article delves into the implications of this development and what it could mean for both clubs and the player himself. The context: Rodrygo's journey at Real Madrid. Rodrygo Goes, a 22-year-old Brazilian winger, has been a topic of conversation since his arrival at Real Madrid in 2019. Known for his blistering pace, technical prowess, and an eye for goal, Rodrygo quickly established himself as one of the most promising talents in world football. His performances in La Liga and the Champions League have further solidified his reputation. However, the fierce competition at Real Madrid, particularly among their attacking options, has made consistent playing time a challenge for Rodrygo. With stars like Vinicius Jr., Karim Benzema now at Al Ittihad, and new signings like Jude Bellingham, Rodrygo's chances to shine have been limited. The omission, a strategic move. The recent news of Rodrygo's omission from the squad for Madrid's upcoming fixtures has raised eyebrows. Sky Sports reports suggest that this decision may not merely be tactical but could be a precursor to a potential transfer. This strategic omission serves as a green light for Arsenal, who have been keen on securing the Brazilian's services. Arsenal's interest in Rodrygo is not new. The club has been on the lookout for a dynamic winger to bolster their attack and provide competition for existing players like Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli. Rodrygo fits the profile perfectly. His ability to play on either flank, combined with his youthful exuberance, makes him an attractive option for Mikel Arteta. Arsenal's ambitions: building a title contender. Under Mikel Arteta, Arsenal has undergone a significant transformation. After years of stagnation, the Gunners are once again in the conversation for major honors. The arrival of players like Gabriel Jesus, Alexander Zinchenko, and Declan Rice has injected new life into the squad. However, to truly challenge for the Premier League title and compete in Europe, Arsenal needs depth and quality. Rodrygo's addition would provide much-needed firepower and versatility. His experience in high-stakes matches, especially in the Champions League, would be invaluable for a young Arsenal side that aims to establish itself as a genuine contender. The financial aspect: can Arsenal afford Rodrygo? One of the crucial factors in any transfer deal is the financial implications. Real Madrid is known for its high valuation of players, and Rodrygo is no exception. Reports suggest that the Brazilian could command a fee in the region of €60 million. For Arsenal, who have invested heavily in recent windows, this could pose a challenge. However, the Gunners have also seen a boost in revenue from their successful run in the Premier League and Europa League, along with increased commercial deals. This financial muscle could allow them to make a serious bid for Rodrygo, especially if they are willing to negotiate a structured payment plan or include potential add-ons. The player's perspective: a move to the Premier League. For Rodrygo, a transfer to Arsenal could represent a pivotal moment in his career. While playing for Real Madrid is a dream for many, the reality of limited playing time can hinder a player's development. Moving to a club like Arsenal would not only guarantee him regular minutes but also the opportunity to be a central figure in a project poised for success. The Premier League is widely regarded as one of the most competitive leagues in the world, and players often flourish in such an environment. For Rodrygo, the chance to showcase his talents on a bigger stage, with the prospect of European football, could be too enticing to pass up. The competition: other clubs in the mix. While Arsenal appears to be in a strong position, the footballing landscape is always shifting. Other clubs, both in the Premier League and abroad, may also be keeping tabs on Rodrygo's situation. Teams like Liverpool and Manchester City, known for their attacking prowess, could potentially make their interest known if they believe they can secure a deal. The competition for Rodrygo's signature could escalate quickly, especially if his omission from the Madrid squad is seen as a signal that a move is imminent. Arsenal must act swiftly and decisively to ensure they are at the forefront of the race. The fan reaction: anticipation and hope. Arsenal fans have been vocal about their desire to see the club make a significant splash in the transfer market. The prospect of signing a player of Rodrygo's caliber has generated excitement among the fanbase. Social media platforms are abuzz with speculation and hope, as supporters eagerly anticipate what could be a transformative signing. The Gunners, faithful, remember the days when the club was a regular contender for the Premier League title, and many believe that adding a player like Rodrygo could rekindle that spirit. The excitement surrounding this potential transfer could serve as a rallying point for the team, uniting fans and players alike. The manager's vision: Mikel Arteta's tactical approach. Mikel Arteta's tactical acumen has been instrumental in shaping Arsenal into a cohesive unit. His style of play emphasizes fluidity, pressing, and attacking football. Rodrygo's ability to operate effectively on the wing, combined with his knack for cutting inside and scoring, aligns perfectly with Arteta's vision. Integrating Rodrygo into the squad would allow Arteta to experiment with various formations and tactics. The Brazilian's versatility means he could slot into different roles, providing the manager with options to adapt during matches. The road ahead: what's next for Arsenal and Rodrygo? As the transfer window approaches its conclusion, the pressure is on for Arsenal to finalize their plans. If they are serious about securing Rodrygo, swift negotiations are essential. The club must not only convince Real Madrid to part with their star but also persuade Rodrygo that his future lies at the Emirates. For Rodrygo, the coming days will be crucial. He will likely be weighing his options, considering the impact of a move on his career trajectory.